Imagine this, it's 10:30 a.m. on a normal Friday, and your whole village gets buried under 20 meters of debris and mud. It may sound like a movie, but it actually happened in the Philippines in 2006 in a place called Guinsaugon. Hi guys, it's Max and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the most devastating and deadliest landslides in the modern Philippine history. The Guinsaugon landslide that happened on the 17th of February 2006. I'll walk you through what caused it, what happened, and what we learned from it, so stick around. So let's set the scene. Guinsaugon was a barangay, which is a Philippine local village in the municipality of Saint Bernard, Southern Leyte, Philippines. Around 2,000 people lived there. It was mostly an agricultural and rural community. At 10:30 a.m., February 17th, 2006, a massive rock slide debris avalanche rushed down the slopes of Mount Canabag, covering 480 hectares of land. This did not actually happen out of nowhere. From 4th to 14th of February, they got 1,200 millimeters of rainfall. This is like 1,200 liters of water per meter squared on a 450-meter tall slope. The soil soaked up too much water, got very heavy, and eventually lost its strength. The mountain slope lies along the Philippine fault zone, which makes it full of fractures, full of cracks, and it was also very steep. Some reports mention a minor earthquake, minor tremor we can say, with 2.6 magnitude that happened minutes before the earthquake. However, its role is not really known. The major causes of the landslide are still weakened slope and heavy rainfall. There's also another cause, deforestation. Since 1970s, the slope was heavily logged, and so the roots were not able to really hold the soil in place. Local authorities argue that it actually was forested, but there is no scientific proof that it's actually true, and there's no proof that this mining and the deforestation did not have an effect on the landslide. When the slope failed, it was very powerful. Imagine 15 million cubic meters of rock, debris, and mud moving at the speed of 35 meters per second. It's like 6,000 Olympic pools full of earth moving faster than cars on a motorway. It was basically a mountain that slid down the slope like a truck. The landslide traveled 3,800 meters horizontally and 810 meters vertically. It covered the village under 15 to 20 meters of mud. It was like a 3 to 6 story building. There were 1,126 dead. Only 53 known survivors to be pulled out alive of the mud. Local surrounding barangays had to be evacuated, and overall, 19,000 people were displaced. To human impacts of such an event, we can definitely assign whole families being wiped out. A school with over 200 students was completely buried. It was a trauma not only for the survivors, but for the whole region, for the whole community. Environmentally, the farmland was buried. River channels got blocked, which overall increases the risk of floods. the whole land shape changed. The mountain literally changed its shape. Economic activity was severely impacted. Agriculture stopped. Infrastructure and roads were destroyed. Overall, there were around $2 million in losses. However, it's very hard to estimate. When it comes to social impacts, 3,000 people ended up in temporary shelters, which is a very big figure. But also, we have to add to that the psychological damage. It's actually trauma. Like, as I said, imagine your village being wiped out. The response was immediate but incredibly hard. Even international organizations struggled with the amount of mud and debris. The Red Cross, the Philippine Army, and the United Nations Disaster Assessment and Coordination and other countries joined in to help. Nearby barangays had to be evacuated and shelters were set up in Saint Bernard. Unfortunately, the community was never restored. The survivors were relocated to a safer, lower-lying area of New Guinsaugon. And here's where things changed. The government developed landslide susceptibility maps, created rainfall trigger threshold for evacuation, and included Guinsaugon's lessons in national hazard monitoring, including Project NOAH, Project NOAH in 2010. Also, building on steep slopes and old landslide deposits was banned. Overall, it's very important to monitor rainfall, slope saturation, and geological weakness, which is, as experts argue, crucial to preventing similar tragedies. So that's the story of Guinsaugon, a disaster caused by a combination of rain, geology, and human decisions. You can download a free PDF containing a short note with all the information from the video. If you'd like to see more, comment, like, and subscribe. I would be very happy. And hopefully more videos will appear in the series. Have a nice day and hopefully learn something. Bye!